Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this plays out. I think Blazing Phoenix have done a good answer to the rushdown from Ragnarok, but I am a bit scared if Ragnarok drags out the fight. These late game scenarios could be very rough for Blazing Phoenix here.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we do see our normal suspects going into the jungle with obviously the Decidueye and the Leafeon. Let's see if the Leafeon actually goes for a quick buff into an invade. That obviously is one of the, well, specialties from the Leafeon, I believe. Let's see how they want to fight this. I see a little early skirmish on top side. Same goes on the bot side, trying to fight for those neutrals, with both sides taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious so far. So we do see a Leafeon coming into the jungle early, leaving the blue buff to Chandelure. So he will be trying to get aggressive instantly.
Yeah, I really like this play from Ragnarok here. They know that they're gonna struggle against this Espeon early. So they're like, you know what, we're just not even gonna fight it, we're just gonna let Chandelure farm up and...
Oh yeah, and in the meantime, obviously a good first fight found by MeM Ragnarok, but Blazing Phoenix with the Decidueye at least like take down the Blissey to even it up a little bit. Obviously it was still a 2-for-1, so a little bit of an XP gain for the MeM Ragnarok side, and they are not having the first look at the bees though, as most of them, I believe, do go towards Blazing Phoenix. On the bot side, it seems like it was quite even. I do think that MeM Ragnarok is having a little bit of a
push.
I was obviously looking on the bot side, missing the great fight on top side, but it seems like MeM Ragnarok took that pretty easily, and they're raiding the points, getting those stacks up early, and yeah, they're gonna be scary if they continue like this.
Yeah, that's a really good fight. The Metagross got in, got all of them half, and then it was just clean up for the Leafeon. It was just free real estate right there.
Oh yeah, on the bot side, they are still keeping the Wiggly down to a little Jigglypuff, so not a great start for Blazing Phoenix on that side, as they do fight for bees. Nothing really going down too much. I think most of the bees went down towards the orange side, but all do retreat with their lives and go back to their farming ways.
And one thing to note there is that while Blazing Phoenix played for that middle farm, the Metagross is able.
Do you think we lost you for a bit? But
very rough in the top lane.
Oh yeah, we did lose you for a little bit, I feel like, but definitely they do struggle a bit if that Metagross is going away too far. With him hitting level 8 already against a level 5 boss wall, I feel like that is going to be a little bit painful for him going forward, and they take down them. They take down the boss wall again, and with the 16 points, he just doesn't reach level 9, but he is gonna be stacked for this if we're going into the first Regis.
Yeah, definitely. This is what you want to see when you're playing this aggressive rushdown comp that Ragnarok is. You just really want to get that Metagross up and running, because once he joins the fight now late game, it's going to be very rough for Phoenix to answer this.
Oh yeah, Metagross is just soloing it on the top side, as Blazing Phoenix does actually secure the bot Reggie, so they do get some value back for the loss of the Lecky, but there comes a big Shenli ulti taking down 2 and 3 in the end in total. That was a good fight from Ragnarok, but they didn't take the Reggie at least.
Yeah, this is the power of that Chandelure I was talking about earlier. It's very hard to deal with if you can't heal up the poke. And as you saw, there's just raw damage just shooting at you. And I don't know what Blazing Phoenix can do to answer this. They're gonna have to set up an aggressive player, I think, with their Wigglytuff.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, they are being out-leveled so much. I do think they have to just go back a bit and farm up, because they are just getting stolen on every side. The Metagross taking the enemy jungle in the meantime, but they are 5 going top lane and just getting picked apart by this Leafeon ulti, and you are down. 2 men down, 3 men down. Let's probably make that a 4th. Or unless the Wiggly actually escapes with his life there, but 3 men down and nothing in return. This is looking very painful at the moment, as they do take down the Espeon, and they are just firing their cylinders right now.
Yeah, definitely. This is what you... If you are MeM Ragnarok, this is really what you want to see. You just constant aggression, just push, push, push. I think what Blazing Phoenix needs to do is they need to sit down for a second and think about how can we regain...
Oh yeah, you do definitely need to reconsider what you've been doing so far.
Yeah, how can we regain that? And that's going to be the key, I think, in turning back this game, is how they can split apart the map and look for experience.
Oh yeah, obviously with that tier 1s being down, they obviously do have to side farm for them to gain a little bit of XP, but is it enough? You will see, I think all 5 of MeM Ragnarok will be going down for the bottom reg this time, so I feel like the only right play for Blazing Phoenix right now is just take that top lane, take that Lecky, score some points, get that XP back, because otherwise it just really just got snowballed.
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%. This is what you want to see. They recognize Ragnarok is going for this basement Reggie. That means we have to get value somewhere else, and I think this was a really good fight from Blazing Phoenix, and it is putting them back on the map.
Oh yeah, this was definitely what they needed. Just a little regroup, rethink, and just play the map like on the other side than the opponents. They are a lot higher, so you just have to find your moment somewhere else. And they do it. They take down 2 players as well, so that's a good amount of XP back into their own pockets, and that at least gives them a little bit more of a fist in the remaining 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. And the map now just looks so much more open. You get rid of that tier 1 on top side, and suddenly you just get rid of so much pressure, and you don't have to stress that we...
Oh yeah, unfortunately you fell away again. I don't know what the Discord gods are doing to you, but it seems like sometimes we lose you. So I hope you didn't say too many fantastic analysis, because we unfortunately didn't hear it quack. I do think we lost Quag again, unfortunately. The Discord gods have not been smiling upon him today. But yes,
I don't know what's happening. Something
there he is again.
Working against me, yeah.
The evil spirits are fighting
sabotage.
against you.
Yeah, sabotage on the highest level, I think.
Oh yeah. So both Reggies are coming up back once again. It seems like Ragnarok is actually going to fight for the top one this time, with all of Blazing Phoenix moving to the bottom one. So they have the priority set on the bottom Reggie. They want that buff or the Quasar. And I don't think that Snorlax is going to be able to do anything against it, besides just defending the point.
Yeah. And that's good and all, because as we mentioned earlier, there's no healing on Blazing Phoenix's side, so getting that red ice buff to give you some passive healing is going to be key in this Chandler.
Oh yeah, so they do get a Lecky in the top side, but they don't look to score just yet. They're looking to just take down the fight, but unfortunately everyone just walks away, and we just will be all set for the Quasars.
And the CGI is ripping Rayquaza, and it's already low. This game could be ended very soon. And that is a Rayquaza for MeM Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, that was just a just-in-time hit from the Leafeon, ulting on top of the CGI just in time to stop him, take him down, and still secure it for themselves. They now look to just take down the remaining members and let the points rain in. But the Buzzwolf is having some other IDs with the Metagross here. He gets some help from his friend Chandelure, and they walk away with the kill. Chandelure still has his shield to rain down a Hundo Burger, and this game, unfortunately for Blazing Phoenix, is over.
There comes a point where you have to think Rayquaza is one of the win conditions, but do you really want to rip it? Because you're kind of forcing a 50-50 when you're already behind, and it's very rough. I think this could have been winnable if they took a longer fight, but hindsight is 2020.
Well, I guess it was they were thinking and trying to keep those like big DPSs focused on the bot side while the CGI was going to farm it, but in the end they just decided to go middle. They spotted the CGI, they took him out and they took the game. It could have worked if they had just a little bit more time, because the CGI rip obviously is so fast. But Blazing Phoenix are actually putting down a little fight on the bot side, but they are being taken down. What a wonderful ulti from the Legion there, just taking down 3 men with one ulti. And that really just seals the deal there.
This is great stuff that you want to see from MeM Ragnarok here. They played their comp very well. They knew their win condition was just run them down front to back. You want to force a 5v5 team fight, and that's what they kept doing. They kept forcing the 5v5, and it kept working every time.
Definitely. They had also had obviously a wonderful start of the game with like some early picks that went their way that really just snowballed them, especially with the Metagross getting fed so early. That really just helped them to take this game by its grasp, and just they never let it go. So if we look at it, at the stats here, we see a Legion dropping 15 kills, 12 assists obviously from the Blizzy. On the other side, the CGI taking 3 kills is the most on the Blazing Phoenix side, so they definitely have to start looking to how they can like increase their killing, so to speak. But if you look at the numbers, the Chandelier with 99k damage really just ripping through them, even though sometimes you think that like the Legion was doing all the work but him jumping in and taking all the kills, but it was the Chandelier all along.
Yeah, 100%. And what they really need to be careful about here is that Talonflame. If that Delphox uses a Fire Spin here on the Garchomp, Talonflame will just swoop in and take her out. So the Delphox will have to play really careful now with the Talonflame in the game.
Oh yeah, a Talonflame can definitely just come out of nowhere and just one-shot you if he wants to, so that's definitely something to keep in the back of your mind at all time. So we do see both teams skipping their last Bunnelbees and go straight for the middle objective that goes towards the Eevee on the MeM Ragnarok side. So getting that Eevee some quick XP straight away to get it up and running.
Some great aggression on the top lane.
I always look at the wrong side
and killed Cubfu.
Yeah, that instantly makes it really hard for the Cubfu to really get a foothold into this fight, because he will instantly be behind quite a bit, and he will be an easy pickup for this Fletchling or Fletchinder. I always forget how the evolution names are for some Pokemons. But yeah, let's see what they can do once their middle beast palm in a few seconds.
Yeah, so we are looking to have a 3v3 now in the top lane, but look at the levels. We have 2 level 5s here.
Didn't even saw what happened, but there was a lot of damage, and that's a deck cut through once again, and they do take down a second as well. Nothing the Delphox can do about it than just stand and watch his kin get slaughtered there. A lovely fight from MeM Ragnarok on that side. On the bot side, it seems to be a little bit more equal here, just a small level lead on the orange side as well, but nothing too major just yet there. As we do see even more fighting on the top side, they really are harassing their top side, just making sure that Cubfu will never get his level 5. That's just bullying at this point.
Yeah, this is what you like to see here with the Garchomp.
Oh, and what a pickup from the Cramorant there, sniping down the Swine up and almost taking down the Glacian as well. So we do see some fighting going on in the mid side. We do have a Blue Shifu now, but it doesn't matter. He just gets taken out instantly. We're also still not seeing an Eldegoss, so the top lane is currently really struggling for Blazing Phoenix.
Yeah, now this is a rough spot to be in, and if you are Blazing Phoenix here, you have to look how can we recover. And right now you have to abandon one lane. I think you're not winning the splits here with these level disadvantages. So I think the Earthshooter just needs to run down, just 5v3 the bot lane and just take an advantage.
Oh yeah, but I feel like if the remainder of the orange side goes down as well, it's just still going to be an unfair fight. I do think they just need to gamble one side of the map with the Reggie, but it seems like MeM Ragnarok is going to try to take both of them once again. And they are, well, they're a bit late for the bottom Reggie, but they do have a Talonflame that can just wipe that or just snipe that from out of nowhere. There it goes. And he takes it. That's 2 Reggies for the orange side, and that's just so unfortunate. It's so frustrating to deal with if you are Blazing Phoenix.
It's definitely not a situation you want to be in.
Definitely not, but they do take back some good kills there that give them a lot of XP with taking down both the Talonflame and the Umbreon. Their fighting is not yet over. The Cramorant is just getting away with his life. He is being chased down, but he does escape with the help of a Clefable ulti. So kind of a good recovery, but definitely a good fight from Blazing Phoenix in the end after just being heartbroken with the loss of Reggie.
Yeah, definitely. This is good recovery.
Yes, we do still keep on seeing some...
to get back into the game, and he might pop off in a bit.
Oh yeah, I do feel like your internet sometimes isn't really working out, because then you get silence for a while. I think, okay, I have to now do the casting, and then you are all of a sudden back.
I think it's the Discord servers. Both of us cut out. There's times where you do as well. The Discord servers are messed up right now.
I guess that might be the problem then, as we do see a little brawl heading on the bot side with both teams losing members left, right, and center. But this, I would say, this Garchomp was doing bits, but there comes the Urshifu ulti taking them down. But oh my god, it's going left, right, and center. Everyone taking down everyone, and in the end, I do feel Ragnarok pulls on the long end in the end.
And definitely, if you're...
And we lost him once again.
That we have to choose one side there, and we are probably not winning the 5v5, so we should look for the other side when we're not either.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But as to say that we are forcing a team fight here, it's gonna be a 4v5 on the basement level.
Oh yeah, but they are taking down the Clefable instantly, what means that all the healing is gone, but what a strike back. They take down 2 men instantly, and this fight is over before it even started. With another secure for MeM Ragnarok, but the Delphox and the Glacian are still not done fighting, as the members of Ragnarok are kind of low, but the Fable is back in to heal them back up, so it's wise for them to retreat, as they are having a free look on the top Reggie now for Blazing Phoenix. So the fighting on the bot side even keeps on continuing. They are just keeping on fighting here. Finally they walk away, and oh my word, I thought Blazing Phoenix would easily pick up the Regieleki, and there comes a Garchomp and a Talonflame, and they still lose it. I really thought after their little skirmish on the bot side, they had 3 men top, no one from Ragnarok on the top side, they will easily take it, but in the end it's been stolen away again. Really some heartbreaking moments at times for the blue side.
This is a very rough situation to be in, especially if we're looking at the levels. We have this Garchomp that's level 13. How do we stop that?
Yeah,
we need to take a proper team fight here if you're Blazing Phoenix. But right now I think they are struggling to group up back together.
Oh yeah, MeM Ragnarok is playing this like incredibly well. They're just picking their fights, picking their moments. They obviously have that big level on the Garchomp that's just helping them like win so many fights. They have double heal with the Umbreon running, what was it called again, Wish as well. So yeah, it's really hard to fight against this, especially with the level disadvantage they have right now.
And we are going into the last basement Reggie of the game, and we are currently looking at a 5v3. If Ragnarok realizes this, they can push in and take an early lead here.
Oh yeah, and it seems like they are able to take down one at least before the Kufri comes back in. They steal away, I thought they would steal away the Urshifu, but he was like, not today. So we do see a 4v4, because actually the Clefable has been taken down as well. And, well, now everyone dies. But yeah, also keep in mind, the score, it's still 0 points for Blazing Phoenix right now. You don't want to have that donut at the end of the game, I can tell you that much.
The final stretch.
And we are now looking at the Rayquaza fight. And no team is in a hurry to make a play, it seems, since they're both just setting up, farming.
Oh yeah, everyone is getting their setups done. It seems like they have kind of standing in a similar situation. It's now the Umbreon that just steps the Quasar, but nothing really get forced so far. Everyone is just holding their spots, holding their positions, trying to bait each other out. This Glaceon is definitely not going to be able to secure the Quasar or tap down the Quasar like too much from this position. But just Ragnarok just doesn't get baited in. We do see an Urshifu running into the opposite jungle. Putting down his ulti, but just being ripped to pieces.
Yeah, that's a great anti-dive by Ragnarok. They were waiting, they were patiently waiting for Urshifu to make a mistake.
Oh yeah, but now all the ultis going down and oh my god, everyone dies. It's just 4 men down from Blazing Phoenix, make that 5. MeM Ragnarok takes this fight cleanly and they take home the W for this game as well.
Yeah, after you defeat that Urshifu, it's just clinical cleanup. You have the man advantage, you have the level advantage, you just go in, press every button, and it works out.
Definitely, I do think it was
a great fight by Ragnarok. They really realized that the only way Phoenix can come back here is if that Urshifu gets a kill on our backline. So they had Garchomp hide and scout, and as soon as they saw Urshifu alone, they just fully collapsed and they won the game of that one play.
Oh yeah, 100%. The only thing that Blazing Phoenix could do back is taking down that Umbreon instantly in retaliation, but at that point it was too late. Yeah, Ragnarok still having all of their DPS ready to just pounce, and all the ultis went out, and they just cleaned the floor right there. So another big win for MeM Ragnarok, making it a 2-0 overall in this series so far. Only one more point to play for, and let's hope Blazing Phoenix can fight back and take that last point. As we do in the end see that donut coming through. Unfortunately for Blazing Phoenix, is a very painful stat line here with 635 to 0. We do see a more widespread of the kills. They've been spread evenly. On the other side, you see most of the damage actually coming out of Blazing Phoenix with 80k on both the Glaceon and the Delphox. On the other hand, you have 69k on the Garchomp, 63 on the Cramorant. It just shows you how much healing that Clefable was doing to keep his boys healthy. And not even just the Clefable, also the Umbreon with 50k healing. They didn't need to do more damage if you just don't die.
Looking at the team compositions right there, Blazing Phoenix, they have kind of done a bit what I said in the break, where they have picked a more defensive team composition here to stop the dive from the Leafeon and the Gyarados. So what they really need to do right now is to just really play to the strength of shutting them down. If they play a bit too aggressive here, then it's gonna be rough, I think. They need to just hone in on that defense.
Oh yeah, for sure. You don't want to give them that lead once again, because they have been snowballed, especially in the top lane in the first 2 matches. So you really want to stop that and just get a grasp on that top lane. If you can win that, the whole game is going to be different than it was the first 2 matches.
There we have the Clefable in the bot lane and the Trevenant in the top lane, which is not something you see that often. So Phoenix looks like they have a different strategy for this game, and I'm curious to see how it's gonna pan out.
Yes, definitely interested to see what's going to happen, as MeM Ragnarok is already with 3 men on the top side. The Zeraora is here still clearing his jungle, so I feel like it's a little bit of an unfair fight to take right now, and one I probably wouldn't take if it was a Trevenant, because that's your life, and that's a lot of XP going over towards MeM Ragnarok once again.
That's great stuff. You know, when you have a Leafeon, you can gank really fast, and I think that the Phoenix needs to realize this and play a bit more safe. But they're back again, and we are looking for a 3-3 now on the first field.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just like it seems like they just don't respect the Leafeon enough to know it can be there like very early as it was this time around, and almost take down the Trevenant once again. But yeah, knowing they have a Leafeon, you should expect like a dive coming very early, and they just got caught off guard by it and been taken out for it. So another good start for MeM Ragnarok, but nothing is lost so far yet.
Exactly, and while we've been talking mostly about the top lane, this bot lane has been going very neutrally. There's no side really winning here, and I think that's where Phoenix needs to get their value back now after struggling a bit on the top lane.
Oh yeah, definitely. They've been trading like the wild Pokemons back and forth. They were very even in levels, with a slight lead towards the blue side because of the shared jungle with the Chandelure, or with the Phoenix, I mean, with the Delphox, I mean, Jesus. One names are hard, but they take it for a wonderful fight, and they take down 2 Mons. And that's another great fight for MeM Ragnarok. The Glaceon does put down 12 points this time around, so no donut for them.
This is already better than last game, so it can only go up from here. I'm very hyped to see how they answer, and this Gyarados is gonna be really tough for them to deal with.
Definitely, but let's see how they are going to deal with it, as they just let them have the beast for free. He's level 7, a level above both the other top laners, so he's definitely going to be hard to fight against, as he's almost reaching level 8 already.
Great double pick on the bot lane from that Zeraora. He realizes that we are in a 3v3, and currently this Zeraora with the discharge is really strong in those situations, and they just actually capitalized off their advantage, and yeah, it's great stuff. If Zero can get out, just as can say, he does not get out here, and
yes, what initially was a what initially was a very good fight for Blazing Phoenix, it ends in just a dominating win for MeM Ragnarok, as they take down the first point, only with 2 overcap, I believe, so not the greatest you can have, but they do take it anyway, as they also secure the bot lane Reggie, and the top lane Reggie actually goes towards Blazing Phoenix, already taking down the top lane as well, with a very nice overcap. I think it was about 20 something, so a little bit better than that 2 from the other side, but there comes the Zeraora again, straight into the Crustle, and that's a lot of damage just being absorbed and taken down with the help of both the Leafeon and the Delphox. MeM Ragnarok take down another 2 members of Blazing Phoenix.
Yeah, that's
I guess
nice
it does.
Move. You take damage when you damage him, so that Zeraora using everything on the Crystal there was his own downfall, and it led to Ragnarok now taking an even stronger lead, shutting down the jungler for Blazing Phoenix.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But on the other hand here, Blazing Phoenix does have a score lead, so if they can just keep protecting these towers, they are set in to be in a head position as the game will progress.
Definitely, but they have to pick their fights wisely, because it seems like every time like all of Ragnarok show up, they just take whatever they want. They take down everyone they want, as they do it once again. 3 for nothing, make that 4 for nothing, and they take another dominating W in this fight, as they are looking to take down the Glaceon as well, who is being trapped but still is allowed to run freely around, still not being taken down, as it is the only one to escape with its life, as both Reggies are coming up right now in about 20 seconds. So let's see where both teams are focusing their efforts towards.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the map here, right, Blazing Phoenix, they don't have any of their tier 1s here. So going for that basement Reggie is gonna be really, really tough here. So I think they should just focus all their efforts here on winning top lane. Just keep trading lanes.
Definitely, but it does seem like the Ragnarok doesn't want to let the top Reggie go freely either, with still 2 people on the top side, while the bottom side is just going to be secured by the remaining 3. It seems like they are not going to take an effort into stealing it this time around, like they did with the Talonflame last time around.
Definitely. And the key point is, what do you do now if you're Blazing Phoenix? You are slowly catching up on levels here.
Well, we did lose Quag again, I feel. Oh, there he is.
And Leafeon goes in the back line.
Yes, that's one dead. That's one dead other evolution, as the actual Crystal doing loads of damage in the backline as well, taking down 2 of them, as it's another 3-0 fight in favor of Ragnarok, who now not only have the lead back in points, but they also have this match in full command right now.
Definitely, this is shaping up to be more and more Ragnarok-sided as the game goes on. And right now, you have to realize if you're Blazing Phoenix, you can't win a 1v1 against Gyarados or Leafeon here. You have to force a team fight. The problem is that Delphox will shut down any good team fight attempt there. So I think they're in a very tough position, and in order to break out there, they have to bait some of the threats away and force a man advantage team fight.
Definitely, but they also still are facing towards like multiple level differences between each of the mons. We have C level 13 to the side of Ragnarok, while the highest
on... have the last Reggie of the game up in this top lane. Because, yeah, the bot lane, actually you might have time to rip it if Gyarados is there. But I think this Lecky is gonna be the key here for Blazing Phoenix. Whether they can be in a good position or not coming into this Rayquaza. On the other hand, Ragnarok says, you know what, you can have that Lecky, we are going to melt this basement Reggie before the Rayquaza spawns.
Yeah, definitely a more risky play because you only have a couple of seconds to do it, but with the amount of firepower they've been showing today, it's definitely possible, and getting a Reggie steal for the Rayquaza fight is actually going to be pretty huge. But do they have the time? It's going to be close. They just take a little bit of time as we go towards Rayquaza with a buffed up Team Ragnarok that are already having the level leads. They also now have the Reggie steal buff on top of it. Let's see if Blazing Phoenix gonna think about taking out that top tier 2 with the points and the buff still on it. It seems like they are actually going to put in some points. No, second guessing themselves, as we do have a very
and we are setting up for a Rayquaza fight with Team Ragnarok being all set up here on the bot side, whereas Phoenix are playing from the top, wanting to bait some of those threats in. They want Leafeon to flank and catch him off guard.
Yes, very unusual seeing a full top versus full bottom setup, but there goes the Eldegoss in straight ahead, and they're all just popping everything. Wow, just being completely obliterated. Blazing Phoenix just wiped off the map. Ragnarok didn't break a sweat, losing no one in this fight and taking another convincing fight as they've been doing all series long. Wow, they have been playing wonderful today. All the 100 points are raining in. Let's see if they want to keep on fighting on the home base, or are they actually going back to defend. It seems like 4 people are still hanging around a little bit. It seems like they do retreat in the end, because Blazing Phoenix are taking some kills here. That gives them a chance to at least have another push, but oh my god, there's the Leafeon taking down 3 of them, and the Delphix takes down the other 2. Oh my word. Ragnarok is doing wonderful.
Yeah, this has been a great game for Ragnarok. All 3 games, they've played to a different strategy, and it's been working every time.
Definitely.
You've got to give props here. That's been great drafting, great lane faces, and insane team fights. Just an all-around great team to witness today.
Oh yeah, they've really showed they were the better team and that they deserved to take this W here. There was some lovely stuff we've seen from them in all 3 games. Unfortunately, Blazing Phoenix couldn't get it done in the end. They couldn't take a point home, but they gave it their all. Unfortunately, they had a game with a donut, what is a bit of a stingy if you're a player. And now a 946 versus 211 point. Ragnarok definitely was pushing to getting those 1,000 point game, but unfortunately they didn't get that in the end. But they did take a convincing 3-0 W. So looking at some of the numbers, there are not really that much high flyers. We got a 61k from the Leafeon. He's being wonderful in diving the backline and taking down the squishies from Team Blazing Phoenix. On the other hand, you have Chi-Yu with 42k healed, trying to keep his boys alive, but with the squishies they have, it's really hard to keep them healthy and up long enough to really keep the fight on to Ragnarok.